Come get your money. Pay like carp fishing with Donald Barrow. Morning. What's in the bucket? Nothing. I made rice. Uh, if you saw my video earlier this week, I made Wicketed Red Magic rice. And I didn't, I made it, I poured in the liquid over the rice, flipped the bucket about an hour later, and then didn't do anything. Let it sit. That was Thursday night. Opened it up. Friday morning it was a little wet. Uh, Friday night, last night it was just about perfect, but I left it alone so I could do this Saturday morning before I go fishing. And what I'm gonna do is my rice, a bunch of it. Uh, what is this? 40, 28, 38. I think it's 42 ounces of rice, and so a box and a half of what I normally get, 28 ounces or so. Not really a half, but I'm going to take the mixer to it, and this rice is what they call set up. It's kind of stuck together and hard. Uh, you could probably pack it, but if I fluff it with the hand mixer there, kind of breaks it up, and then it'll pack together tighter. And that's the goal. I've done this before with this type of rice, and it seems to work real good, so we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to stop and adjust the camera angle so you're not just staring at me doing something silly. I'm going to start by mixing this rice, see how it goes. Hopefully that's on camera. I just started slow. I don't really want to clean rice all day off the floor, off the ceiling. So when I first heard about doing this, I thought, oh great, it's gonna break the rice right up. But the rice is really when it's set up like this and when it's ready to throw, it's flexible enough that, or it's moist enough that it's not going to cut up too badly. If it did, it may even throw better. Now normally I would just use my hand and I'd break this rice up, but I think this is a better way. It's a different way. I don't know if it's better. It seems to work pretty good. Is it worth the trouble? I don't know. It's worth trying. But we'll see. I'm gonna give it a little extra juice and you get the idea. Let's let's have a look. See, I'm too curious. I'll probably do more of this, but I've got the top pretty good, and yeah, there it is. Perfect ball. I know I've done a video about this, but just a reminder, you know, you put your thumb in it, you put your line through here, you put it together, and I see a lot of guys just squeezing the heck out of the ball right there, and that's not what you need. Really, all the effort is at the top. You pull that line a little tight, snug it, so you can feel it nice and straight in there. Uh, rice is fluffed. Uh, you saw me pack a ball. It was awesome. One thing I didn't mention is when you pack that ball, you want to wet your hands, kind of wipe them just so they're damp. Just the lightest of water. Too much water and the ball gets loose. It starts breaking down actually. So you don't want to use too much water. So I just call it damp hands. The damp hands keep the rice ball uh, from sticking when you pull away. And that's I didn't have damp hands, and I still pack this perfect ball, but uh, it's ready to throw out there. Uh, I am going to use rice tonight as a test. Next week is the fish off. Um, I don't, yeah, I swore off rice, so to speak, just so I could test some other stuff this year and become better oats and grits fisherman and more flexible. And that's worked out. And if I've learned one thing, I need to just stick to one bait or two baits at the most. But tonight I'll have three. Uh, I'd love to win tonight, but that's not the goal. The goal is just to find something. So, I have an advantage, or at least think I do, next week. So I'm going to put my rice against. Look at me, it's not even my rice. This is J.D. Blake's malt liquor rice, but now it's my rice because I've used it 4 or 5 times now, and I like it. Uh, I'm not saying there's anything bad about the soda rice. I've used that for years, and it's a good rice to make. This I make more. Uh, I've been successful every time I've made it. So if you follow the recipe, uh, it's a little more forgiving, I think. Soda rice, if you use too thick of flavor, and you put too much flavor of a thick flavor, uh, the ratio between liquid and flavor and sugar is real precise, and that's why I'm real precise in the video, and I'm successful making it that way. But I'm telling you, this way, the soda rice is uh, for more forgiving. Uh, I think that probably has to do is the malt liquor is consistent, and it's kind of a heavier, stronger than soda mixer, so to speak. And so I don't think your flavor is it has as much impact. Just lost the light. I don't know why, but regardless, uh, I think that's possibly the reason. I will say though, you smell the malt liquor uh, over the flavor. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it certainly didn't. It didn't affect us last week when we were reeling them in. And the first time I used this, I did it with Blue Magic, cinnamon based, and we caught fish on that. Uh, you know, I remember packing real small balls because we were catching fish and I was running out. And it's like, when you run out of bait, all of a sudden you go from a decent sized ball to maybe even double balls when you pack and throw 2 hooks to a single little golf ball size bait ball because you're running out and you don't want to run out. So that's that's kind of the gist there. I'm going to use rice. I'm going to make pond-made oats because the lake I fish has been on oats. Uh, Not only oats, but it's been on oats. I still have bean. I don't think I'll throw that, but it all depends on the spot. About 2 3 weeks ago, I had buffalo in front of me, uh, and they'll hit oats, not heartily. They'll hit grits a little better, but they'll hit bean, uh, and they're fussy. They're very pick up, fussy, and the buffalo that have been in the pond I fish have been in there about 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, and they actually have grown. in that pond. The pond's an old pond, and it's healthy, mature, whatever you want to call it. There's mussels on the bottom. I've reeled them in, and so they eat. They're fat, healthy, and beautiful fish, and so you gotta everything's gotta be right. You gotta be in the right spot. If they're not in front of you, you're not catching them. You gotta use the right bait, and it's really easy. Oh, just throw bean. No, it's not that easy. Sometimes it's chow, sometimes it's grits, sometimes it's a mixture. You gotta figure it out. In flavor, I call it a strawberry lake, but uh, I've caught just as many buffs on the banana nut, butternut, vanilla. VBN is about one of my favorite choices when I'm going after buffalo. Uh, and that vanilla banana nut or vanilla butternut, I'm not really sure. It's one of the two. It doesn't really make a difference. I use them both about the same, butternut and banana nut. And uh, I will make grits. I'll make my prison grits tonight. Uh, the other day I forgot the fluid, so I used regular pineapple juice, and that worked too. Um, I'm apt to throw flavor, uh, either marshmallow or cotton candy. I like that a lot the other day, so I'll probably put some cotton candy into my grits, and, or maybe even sweet potato, uh, and throw them tonight. Uh, Again, if this was a fish off, I'd already settled on one and be definitive. Uh, yeah, even if you're just going to fish a tournament and you want to be successful, it's usually a better choice. My partner, who's a veteran fisherman, he was always two flavors, Donald, two flavors. You know, if they're not taking one, take the other, but have confidence and put it. You know, stay consistent with your piles out there. Uh, you know, I'm not saying you can't complement a pile, and I've seen this work plenty of times. You're throwing bean, it's not working, and you throw chow or grits or something on top of it, and that's a sound strategy. But I've done better is just stick it out. Sometimes the lake slows down in the middle of the night. The lake I fish does. Just about dark, there's a slow period, but it picks up. Same bait, you're like, oh, change your bait, change your bait. Yeah, sometimes that works, but a lot of times you just stay consistent with what you're doing and it picks back up. You know, why the fish took a break, how do I know? But they do. You know, or it'll be one side of the lake over the other. All of a sudden, one side is they're ripping, and you're looking at your stuff going, "What am I doing wrong here? I should have been over there, or I should be using this." But then all of a sudden, your side takes off. That's happened too. So, well, that's it. See you at the lake tonight. A lot of good fishing going on. It's a perfect night. So, catch them up. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe. And thank you. Appreciate it.